Oscar-winning actor Gene Hackman and his wife, whose bodies were found in their Santa Fe home.
The world of Hollywood has always been one of mystery, allure, and sometimes tragedy. Yet even the most seasoned stars, who are accustomed to the scrutiny of the public eye, manage to hold on to secrets, sometimes until the very end of their lives. Gene Hackman, one of the most revered actors in film history, was no exception. Known for his powerful roles in films like The French Connection, Unforgiven, The Royal Tenenbaums, and Hoosiers, Hackman earned his place in Hollywood's Hall of Fame, known for both his intense performances and his ability to disappear from the public eye. After retiring from acting in the early 2000s, Hackman sought a life far from the glare of Hollywood, living in seclusion with his wife Betsy, in a secluded mansion in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Their private estate, perched atop the Santa Fe foothills, became a sanctuary, seemingly untouched by the outside world. For years, the public knew little about Hackman's private life. His estate was an enigmatic place, and his whereabouts were largely unknown after he stepped away from acting. Hackman, who had once graced the silver screen in some of the most iconic roles in film history, seemed content to live out his days quietly, away from the constant spotlight. However, that peace was shattered in 2025, when tragedy struck. The deaths of Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, left the world in shock. What began as a routine visit to the estate would soon lead to one of the most perplexing and chilling discoveries ever made on a Hollywood star's private property. It all began with the arrival of a drone, a seemingly innocuous piece of technology used for real estate assessments and property surveillance. The drone was sent to monitor the estate, a task that had been carried out periodically over the years. But this time, something unexpected was captured by the drone's high-resolution cameras. The images it transmitted back were not those of a well-maintained mansion or peaceful rural surroundings. Instead, what it revealed was something far more unsettling, something that would raise questions and ignite a media frenzy. The drone's cameras had picked up something that no one was supposed to see: a hidden underground bunker located deep within the grounds of Hackman's estate. The bunker had never appeared on any blueprints, and its existence had never been mentioned by those who were familiar with the property. It was an area that had remained completely sealed off from the outside world. The discovery, made in the wake of the couple's mysterious deaths, sent shockwaves through the investigation, leaving authorities and fans alike grappling with questions that no one had thought to ask before. What was this bunker? Why had it been concealed so thoroughly? And most disturbingly, what could Hackman have been preparing for? As the drone continued to transmit footage, investigators quickly realized that the bunker was no ordinary structure. It was sophisticated, elaborate, and shockingly well-equipped. Inside, there were supplies, high-tech equipment, and items that hinted at a life far more complex than the public had ever known about Gene Hackman. The hidden bunker seemed to be designed for long-term survival, complete with food supplies, medical equipment, and advanced technology. It was a place built to withstand isolation, a place designed for someone to retreat from the world if necessary. As the investigators began to piece together the details, they made another chilling discovery. The bunker wasn't just a shelter. It appeared to be a highly organized and functional living space. The structure contained multiple rooms, each one designed for different purposes. There was a large room filled with bookshelves, many of which contained volumes that Hackman had apparently collected over the years. On closer inspection, some of the books seemed to be related to subjects like psychology, survival tactics, and even cryptography, topics that raised more questions than they answered. What could these subjects have meant to Hackman? Why had he accumulated such a specific set of books? Was he preparing for something? Was there something about his life in Hollywood that he was trying to leave behind? Or was he anticipating a future event that would require him to rely on his knowledge of survival and secrecy? In addition to the books, the investigators discovered a strange collection of journals and notebooks. The handwriting was unmistakably Hackman's, but the contents were far from ordinary. These journals seemed to be a record of personal thoughts, but they also contained references to cryptic symbols, dates, and codes. Hackman had clearly been keeping track of something, perhaps secretive plans or ideas that he wanted to keep private. There were also references to security measures, contingencies, and emergency protocols that suggested Hackman had been preparing for something monumental. something that had never been disclosed to the public? Was Hackman in some kind of danger? Was he anticipating something that the rest of the world was unaware of? The most unsettling aspect of the discovery, however, was the way in which it was hidden. The bunker's location, deep within the grounds of the estate, seemed carefully chosen to avoid detection. There were no obvious signs of excavation or construction around the area, and the bunker itself appeared to be concealed under layers of earth and foliage. It was a perfect hideaway, virtually invisible to the outside world. Whoever had built it had gone to great lengths to ensure that no one would stumble upon it accidentally. This led investigators to wonder, had Hackman been trying to keep something hidden? Or had he been preparing for a time when he might need to disappear from the public eye entirely? As investigators dug deeper into the contents of the bunker, they began to find more clues that only deepened the mystery. There were digital files stored in encrypted devices, some of which appeared to be linked to foreign organizations or individuals. The contents of these files were highly classified and not immediately accessible, but the implications were clear. Hackman had been involved in something far beyond his public career. Whether it was a personal project or something of a more sinister nature remained unclear. But the discovery raised the stakes in the investigation. Could Hackman's secretive lifestyle have been driven by fears of outside threats? Or had he been protecting something of great value, something he wanted to keep hidden at all costs? Meanwhile, the discovery of the bunker raised questions about the deaths of Hackman and his wife Betsy. The couple had been found in a state that suggested their deaths had occurred sometime before they were discovered. Authorities initially suspected carbon monoxide poisoning, but no leaks were found in the house's gas systems. The mysterious condition of their bodies, along with the strange circumstances of their deaths, suggested that something else might have been at play. Could the bunker have been related to their deaths in some way? Was there a link between Hackman's secretive preparations and the tragedy that befell him and his wife? The more investigators uncovered, the more convoluted the situation seemed. The bunker, the journals, the encrypted files. Everything pointed to the idea that Gene Hackman's life had been far more complex than anyone had ever imagined. But what did all of this mean? Was Hackman involved in something far larger than the world knew? Or had he simply been trying to live out his remaining years in peace, away from the constant pressure of fame? Had he built the bunker as a way to protect himself? Or had it been designed to hide something, or someone? As authorities continued to sift through the contents of the bunker, they found more pieces of the puzzle. There were photos of Hackman with individuals who had not been publicly known to be in his life. Some of these individuals were seen in places far from Hackman's usual circles, and their identities seemed to be shrouded in secrecy. Was Hackman involved in clandestine activities, or had he become entangled in something he could no longer escape? The mystery surrounding Gene Hackman's final years and the chilling discovery of the bunker will no doubt continue to captivate the public and spark intense speculation. Was this a man who had retreated from the world to protect himself? Or had he been hiding something so profound that it would change everything we thought we knew about him? For now, the answers remain elusive, and the chilling discovery of the hidden bunker is only the beginning. The investigation is ongoing, and every new revelation brings us one step closer to uncovering the truth. Whatever the final answers may be, one thing is certain. The story of Gene Hackman's life and death is far from over. The mystery of his hidden estate, the secret bunker, and the cryptic files within it will undoubtedly continue to haunt investigators, fans, and anyone who has followed the actor's storied career. As new developments emerge, the public is left to wonder, what was Gene Hackman truly preparing for? What secrets did he keep hidden in that underground lair? And more importantly, what role did this mysterious discovery play in his untimely death? Only time will tell, but for now, the story remains a tantalizing enigma, one that will no doubt continue to captivate and mystify for years to come. And as the investigation moves forward, the question looms large. Is this just the tip of the iceberg? Or will the truth behind Hackman's final years, and the chilling discovery made by the drone, finally come to light? Only the careful unraveling of each clue, each piece of evidence, will reveal the answers to a mystery that may be far darker than anyone could have imagined. As the investigation into Gene Hackman's estate deepens, the chilling discovery of the bunker will no doubt continue to captivate the public and spark intense speculation. Was this a man who had retreated from the world to protect himself? Or had he been hiding something so profound that it would change everything we thought we knew about him? For now, the answers remain elusive, and the chilling discovery of the hidden bunker is only the beginning. The investigation is ongoing, and every new revelation brings us one step closer to uncovering the truth. Whatever the final answers may be, one thing is certain. The story of Gene Hackman's life and death is far from over. The mystery of his hidden estate, the secret bunker, and the cryptic files within it will undoubtedly continue to haunt investigators, fans, and anyone who has followed the actor's storied career. As new developments emerge, the public is left to wonder, what was Gene Hackman truly preparing for? What secrets did he keep hidden in that underground lair? And more importantly, what role did this mysterious discovery play in his untimely death? Only time will tell, but for now, the story remains a tantalizing enigma, one that will no doubt continue to captivate and mystify for years to come. And as the investigation moves forward, the question looms large. Is this just the tip of the iceberg, or will the truth behind Hackman's final years, and the chilling discovery made by the drone, finally come to light? Only the careful unraveling of each clue, each piece of evidence, will reveal the answers to a mystery that may be far darker than anyone could have imagined. As the investigation into Gene Hackman's estate deepens, the chilling discovery of the hidden bunker raises more questions than ever before. What was the actor truly preparing for in the final years of his life? Was he anticipating some kind of threat or danger that remained unseen by the public? The more investigators uncover, the more baffling the entire situation becomes. Each clue, each cryptic note, and each mysterious piece of technology only adds to the mystery surrounding Hackman's final days. The encrypted files, the journals, the strange individuals caught in photographs, and the perfectly concealed underground bunker all hint at something much larger than we could have ever imagined. It is clear now that Hackman's life was far more intricate than his iconic Hollywood career would suggest. What happens next is crucial. As authorities continue their meticulous investigation, every piece of evidence will be scrutinized to its core. The encrypted files, the contents of the bunker, and even the photographs may hold the key to unlocking what Hackman was truly involved in before his death. The public, already shocked by the mysterious circumstances surrounding his passing, will undoubtedly follow each new development closely. Was he hiding from a hidden danger? Was he involved in something that could shake the foundations of the celebrity world? Or perhaps, was it something far more personal and unknown, hidden away in the quietude of his estate? The fact that authorities are taking their time with this investigation suggests that they are piecing together a much larger narrative, one that is likely far more intricate and dangerous than we realize. They will likely uncover more secrets, more twists in this tragic tale, and more connections that Hackman may have tried to bury deep within his secluded world. As the case continues to unfold, experts are exploring every avenue, including analyzing the digital records and encrypted devices found within the bunker. Could these digital files reveal connections to unknown entities, or even implicate Hackman in larger international networks? Meanwhile, fans and family alike are left to grapple with the knowledge that their beloved icon was living a life far more mysterious than anyone could have predicted. His family, who had once believed in the quiet simplicity of Hackman's retirement, now must face the haunting reality that their patriarch was entangled in something deeply hidden. With each passing day, the mystery surrounding Gene Hackman's death continues to grow. What happens next is anyone's guess, but one thing is certain: the answers lie buried beneath layers of secrecy and hidden in plain sight. As new evidence emerges, so too will new questions. The truth behind Hackman's final days and the chilling discovery in his estate might be just the beginning of a deeper mystery, one that will take the world's attention and keep it captivated for years to come. In the end, as investigators, fans, and the public wait for the final pieces to fall into place, we are reminded that even the most legendary stars can have stories that remain hidden in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered. The next steps in this investigation may reveal a narrative far darker than anyone imagined, or perhaps they will uncover truths that are even more astounding than we could ever have guessed. Whatever happens, the story of Gene Hackman and the chilling discovery made by that drone is far from over. It is only just beginning.